The big brain behind the invention of vaping was Han Lik, a Chinese pharmacist, who took inspiration from the death of his father. Cause of death: cancer from smoking.
Director of Policy Research and Analysis, Dr. Linda Richter, Ph.D., oversees the policy-oriented research projects at Center on Addiction. Her work includes translating the science of nicotine, alcohol and other drug use, and addiction for lay audiences, and researching ways to improve addiction prevention, treatment and policy.
Vaping is the act of inhaling and exhaling the aerosol, often referred to as vapor, which is produced by an e-cigarette or similar device. The term is used because e-cigarettes do not produce tobacco smoke, but rather an aerosol, often mistaken for water vapor, that actually consists of fine particles. Many of these particles contain varying amounts of toxic chemicals, which have been linked to cancer, as well as respiratory and heart disease. Vaping has grown in popularity with the rise of e-cigarettes, which were introduced to the mass market in the US in 2007. Vaping devices include not just e-cigarettes, but also vape pens and advanced personal vaporizers, also known as mods. E-cigarettes, which resemble smoked cigarettes, and vape pens, which resemble large fountain pens, are typically simpler in design and less expensive than devices that have been customized by the user. Generally, a vaping device consists of a mouthpiece, a battery, a cartridge for containing the e-liquid, or e-juice, and a heating component for the device that is powered by a battery. When the device is used, the battery heats up a heating component, which turns the contents of the e-liquid into an aerosol that is inhaled into the lungs and then exhaled.
What is e-juice? Vape juice. E-juice or vape juice is the fluid used in vaporizers to create vapor. E-juice or vape juice comes in a variety of flavors and nicotine levels, including zero nicotine options. E-juice or vape juice is made of propylene glycol, PG, or vegetable glycerin, VG, food flavoring, water, and comes with, or without nicotine. The food-grade flavoring is the same as flavorings used in products like ketchup, ice cream and salad dressings. Propylene glycol, PG, and vegetable glycerin, VG, are used to help distribute the flavor and nicotine throughout the liquid. E-juice and vape juice is primarily 90% PG or VG and 10% food-grade flavorings or nicotine.
The e-liquid in vaporizer products usually contains a propylene glycol, or vegetable glycerine-based liquid with nicotine, flavoring and other chemicals and metals, but not tobacco. Some people use these devices to vape THC, the chemical responsible for most of marijuana's mind-altering effects, or even synthetic drugs like flakka, instead of nicotine. The newest and most popular vaping product is the Juul, which is a small, sleek device that resembles a computer USB flash drive. Its subtle design makes it easy to hide, which helps explain why it has become so popular among middle and high school students. It now accounts for about 72% of the market share of vaping products in the United States. It comes in several enticing flavors like creme brulee, mango, and fruit medley. Every Juul product contains a high dose of nicotine, with one pod or flavor cartridge containing about the same amount of nicotine as a whole pack of cigarettes. A growing body of evidence indicates that vaping products may be dangerous. Despite early optimism when these products first came on the market in the late 2000s, health advocates now recommend caution in using them in light of growing evidence suggesting that their risks, especially to young people, outweigh their benefits.
Is vaping bad for you? Vaporizers contain no tar, produce no carbon monoxide, 4 ingredients, no secondhand smoke, no stink. Cigarettes, tar, carbon monoxide, thousands of chemicals, secondhand smoke, stink. Both can contain nicotine, and nicotine is an addictive chemical.
Vaping safe? Think again. Think that is just water vapor? Here is what e-cig vapor can also carry into your lungs: solvents, flavorings, preservatives, additives, formaldehyde at highest voltage, tiny nanoparticles of metal. Liquid nicotine. If the e-cig contains liquid nicotine, it is highly addictive and can be toxic.
Side effects of vaping: mouth and airways, irritation, cough, increased airway resistance. Heart and circulation, chest pain, increased blood pressure, increased heart rate. Stomach, vomiting, nausea.
Vaping in vehicles. Is it safe? Is it legal? The 19th of October, 2018. By Kevin Henderson. Electronic cigarettes are the newest way to consume tobacco. E-cigarettes produce a vapor from liquid inside the e-cigarette that is vaporized by a heating element. Proponents of vaping suggest that it is a useful tool to quit smoking, as it allows users to feed their nicotine addiction while avoiding the carcinogens of smoking a cigarette. The question of whether vaping is safe is a question that requires further study. So far, second-hand vapors have not been shown to be as dangerous as second-hand smoke. Studies have revealed that many e-cigarettes contain diacetyl, a chemical known to cause irreversible lung disease in workers with prolonged exposure. On the 1st of October, 2015, an amendment to the Smoke-Free Ontario Act that prohibited anyone from smoking in a vehicle with an occupant under the age of 16 came into effect, with the exception of Nunavut, the Northwest Territories, Newfoundland, and Quebec. All provinces and territories have laws limiting smoking in vehicles with underage occupants. In 2016, the Ontario government amended the Electronic Cigarettes Act of 2015 to prohibit the use of electronic cigarettes in a vehicle with an occupant under the age of 16. However, no date has been announced on when the amendment will become law.
In addition to the potential long-term health impact, vaping in vehicles presents an immediate safety hazard. The vapor produced from a single exhalation is significant, and could result in a reduction of a driver's ability to see the road. A driver whose vision is impaired because of vaping would likely be found at fault for any resulting collision. Regardless of any future scientific findings as to the safety of vaping in vehicles, a universal truth remains: if you cannot see, you should not drive.